measuring tape, and what I'm going to be doing is holding it up to your face as well as across on different parts or different sides of your body, like I said. And I think what I'm going to do is start with the sunglasses, I would say, because that might be the easiest to measure. So, in case you are unaware, this shop does custom measurements for every single thing that we do. So, even for sunglasses, we don't want you just having to try on different pairs and having to figure out if they fit or not. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to measure each little part of your eye, and that includes the iris as well as the white part of your eye, whatever that is called. And then your eyelashes, I want a very specific measurement on how long your eyelashes are, because it's actually a little known fact that eyelashes affect your sunglasses, because if they're too long, they'll go out and they'll actually touch your sunglasses, giving you a worse experience. You don't want your eyelashes to be overstimulated. So I'm gonna come in, and it looks like, based on this eyelash right here, you actually have very short eyelashes, only a quarter of an inch. I'm seeing. That's very good. And then if I just come in over here on your right eye, I can see that from top to bottom, your iris is about 3/4 of an inch. The total would estimate that the total area of this eye is approximately somewhere in between 3 and I would say actually more like 4 square inches on this eye. Then I'm gonna come over on the other side real quick, just get a little bit up in your personal business so I can get an accurate measurement on your other eye. And this may sound fake, but it's actually real. Your eyes are not the same size. So this one is coming in at only 3.5 square inches based on my rough measurements that I'm coming up with right now. Is that correct? Yeah, I think it is 3.25 inches. Okay. So with that, I will send that information to the back so that you can get your sunglasses already start to made while I move on and just start measuring your ears for your custom earplugs. Now, are these earplugs going to help you at a concert or like a movie? Yes, you'd like to go to a lot of loud rock concerts. Wearing ear protection is absolutely vital. So I'm very happy that you have decided to do that. So I will start over here on your right ear, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to have to make really precise measurements on both the outside of your ear as well as the interior curvatures that go in towards your eardrum, because the earplug is going to conform to the exact shape inside of your ear. We also have a service where we can put a type of mold into your ear that will completely conform to it, so it can be the exact shape, but a lot of people don't like the feeling of having their ears completely filled with material. So that is why we have started to just do manual measurements like this, because we have found that it actually comes to almost an identical result. also going to take the exact distance between your ears into consideration for both the sunglasses and the mask that I am going to measure next. It would appear that the distance is about 7.5 inches. Okay. For the mask measurement, I'm actually going to use my fingers to determine what size that you wear, because says by agreeing to get custom measured for our garments, you're also agreeing to